Slicer advanced. So let's say if you have the data in the columnar format, clients by months and the revenue numbers. So as we saw in the previous sessions, you can simply create a pivot first, as slicers are available only if you have a pivot table. So here we create the pivot table with the shortcut key Alt DPS. Click on next here, existing worksheet, and you can select a cell where you want to put the pivot table. So now we have the field listing. Let's say if you have months here, revenues here, now after you created a pivot table, remain on a pivot table and go to your insert ribbon. Inside insert, you have an option of slicer. So in the slicer, as you can see, months and revenues, we already have it here. So clicking client will make more sense. So let's say if you have a client listed here. So now you have a panel of a slicer. So under this panel, what you can create is, so let's say for the important feature of slicer is you can select, let's say if you're selecting Amazon, it will only appear the revenues of Amazon. If you click on Flipkart, it will show for Flipkart. And you can also select multiple by pressing a control key. And you can click on this for clearing all the filters. So now let's say if you have the window for a slicer open here, you can resize the window the way you want it. It can be even bigger than the one which is appearing here. So if you have a bigger table, it will give you a navigate option. If you remain on a slicer window, it will also give you multiple options. So it will automatically create an option ribbon in your Excel. This was not appearing before the time when we had a slicer window open, because this ribbon doesn't apply if we don't have a slicer anywhere. Now since we have a slicer here, the option ribbon is appearing. So as you can see, you can format the way you want it. You can also have multiple columns. Let's say instead of 1, if we are putting 2 and press enter, it will show the table in such a manner, and then you can resize the way you want it. You can also right click here and go to a slicer settings, or you can also see a slicer settings option on the left top. So as you can see on the slicer settings, there is also a tick mark of hide items with no data. Now let's say if in a table we add few rows in the table. If you have data items with no information, let's say if we zeroize, for example, Tesla here, and if you refresh the pivot, automatically Tesla will be a lighter box compared to the other boxes. That means in this particular data, Tesla has no information. So You can also hide this by going to slicer settings, hide, and OK. So as you can see, Tesla has disappeared, and more information, more and more data items which will not have any values against it, those can disappear on its own. Let's see one more example. Refresh the pivot. Automatically, as you can see, that got disappeared. Now since you already only have 3 boxes, you can go to options, and instead of 2 you can make 3. So it will be visually more appealing and easy to view. Now transpose. Let's say if you have the information by clients and by months, but if you want by months and by clients, you can simply select the table, stay on another cell, paste special, values, transpose. Now as you can see, you will need to format this all over again. So what you can do is, you can still remain here, paste special, formats, transpose. But now you can see these values are pasted special values here. So if you modify any values here, it will not sum up here. So what you can do is, you can copy, right click, paste special, and you can also copy formulas and transpose. So now as you can see, even formulas have been transposed, and it gives you the same result you needed. Now the third one is data validation. Let's say if you're working on a questionnaire, and some of the questions will be a free field, and some of the other questions can be the ones where you don't want people to input any free field, but you would want them to select out a few options. So let's say if you select the data here, transpose values, as we learned before. Now these are the captions where you want the information to be entered. Now let's see, full name is going to be free field, so we would definitely not give any sort of selections here. Under gender, we would give them an option. Under age group, under 18, more than 18, less than or equal to 45, 45, 45, 45. Vaccine doses, first dose taken, both doses taken. Now this will be with the help of if function, so there would not be any data validation. So over here we are selecting, we're using data validation. So let's see, full name, you have, let's say, under gender, you would want data, we would go to data validations, you would select list here, go to source and select the source and click on OK. So now as you can see, the person can select the answer. Even in the age group, you can repeat the same, list, source, and so let's say under vaccine doses, we can repeat the same action, list, go to the source, and if. So let's say the answer is this. Now under fully vaccinated, there can be a if function. So let's say if you're putting if, bracket open, value if true. This will be easier. So logical test would be if this is equal to this, then if this is equal to this, both doses taken, value if true, then fully vaccinated answer will be yes. Value if no, then the answer will be no. Okay, and automatically the moment a person selects it, the answers are appearing on its own. So that means this is a free field, and these are data validations, and this is if function. Conditional formatting. So let's say if I make use of the same data set, I copy this here, and I put it here. You can also format it conditionally. So let's say if you want to select and if you want to conditionally format this particular cell for all answers to be yes, to be green, and for the answers to be no, to be red. So let's say now you can go to home, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, more rules. So you can here create as cell value, or you can actually go to specific text containing yes, and you can select a format if it is yes, then it should be green. Okay, so as you can see, yes is green. But let's say if it is no, then more rules, specific text containing no, and this answer to be red. Here you can fix this because the data was the previously used data validation, to be this, and OK. And you can simply copy and paste special formula. Okay. So as you can see, if someone is selecting first dose taken, then the answer is no. If it is no, then it highlights as red. If the answer is both doses taken, fully vaccination answer will be yes. And if it is yes, it appears as green. Another very simple feature, add totals to the table. So we are always used to with totaling this as F1, and then we normally drag this, and we total this again with alt equal to, and then we drag it. Instead of doing this, we can save time. What we need to do is just select the numbers and also one more extra row and one more extra column, and click on alt equal to. As you can see, all the totals are appearing automatically. If you like this video, please like, comment and share this video. Subscribe this channel. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel.